This morning, we got the official Halo Infinite campaign reveal video. Not kind of a trailer, but not really a trailer. Not a traditional trailer in the sense.
Yeah, it felt
Um,
like a dev note
More
thing.
of a, yeah, kind of like here's a more in depth look um, at some of the, and they're not going super in depth, but some teasing of some of the systems and stuff like that. Uh, my first reaction to this is a thumbs up in terms of like, this is a very different kind of Halo campaign, but I'm excited about it. I think that Halo lends itself well to just big open sandbox type things. Um, I would say my only fear is that open world might get a little repetitive, uh, like some other open world games tend to do. Go to a place and destroy a thing, and I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what you do in campaigns, anyways. But when they're super linear, you can control that action and that pacing, and they're kind of giving up some of that. My guess is they'll have some very like here's open world narrow story point that we want you to experience before they open it back up type of thing. But that hasn't
Yeah.
been proven at all. That's just me speculating. Um,
y- Yeah, I I'll preface what I'm about my joke by saying I did like this trailer. I do like what I'm seeing, and I mean this as a compliment. I did not know we were getting 343's Far Cry 7. Um
Far Cry 7, produced by
and I
343
didn't
Industries.
it didn't hit me until Luke made his comment. And when Luke made his comment, I went back and I watched the trailer again, and I was like, "Holy cow, that is spot on." Um, that being said, the last two games I've played from that company have been really good, so it doesn't make me too nervous. Not 343, the company I think Luke's probably going to mention here.
Luke?
I don't
His he has
I
been
don't
he's
like
been
it.
so worried, and
I
and
don't like
today the
this.
nail was in the coffin. I think.
Like Far Cry 5. I had a blast playing it. You know what makes that game fun? Doing stupid stuff. The story was fine. I really liked Assassin's Creed Origins. It was really long though, and eventually you just kind of get tired of it.
Yeah.
In this, I just see a Ubisoft game. I see zero innovation. I just see a copy paste with a Halo. And then right before I watch this trailer, I see IGN's review of Guardians of the Galaxy, and it says, "It's just really nice to play a linear story game for once."
Mm. This is what happens when you take 7 years, 6 or 7 years to develop your game, and yeah, most games do most of their finish work in the last year and a half, but the core of this game, the principles that guided those decision making was laid down so long ago that it was it probably would have felt a little more novel. Not completely. We've had open world games for a decade now, uh, but I think you're right to in a sense that we really have lost a lot of the linear
Freaking every
games.
game now I feel like is like, "Oh, we're open world."
Yeah.
It's just it's honestly tiresome. It's why I was looking so forward to Cyberpunk,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, no, it's not just like here's a little open world thing. It's like, no, this is a world you can just go crazy in.
Yeah.
That's why games like GTA 5 and Red Dead and Skyrim are just talked about. That's why Skyrim's been around for 10 years. GTA 5's been around for 8, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's a world you can actually dive into, where like this is just kind of like, here's a story, but go do these outposts because we're an open world. Explore the map. But there's just, it's like it feels fake open world.
Mm.
It's not. It's open world, but it just
We'll see. Maybe the execution is better than.
I'm hoping that the story will be there.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the changes they made for Halo 5 and the fact that the story was just so terrible, just it layered on top of each other. If the story is fine, but I'm not huge on the open world bits, I'm sure I'll enjoy it enough.
Yeah.
But this was extremely disappointing to see. And I've been nervous about it for a while.
You have, yeah.
I've thought that this is what they were going to do, and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good news, Luke. I know you're a huge Halo multiplayer guy. The multiplayer is in a great place.
Better news, it's free.
Yeah.
I was gonna
This
say
game will be on Game Pass. I have to pay $0 for it. It's paid for already.
You've already paid
Because
for it with your subscription.
With
so
the amount of games I've downloaded on Game Pass this year, it's paid for. So
Yeah.
it's just free. At this
it's paid
point.
for itself. Yep.
Yes.
No, I absolutely understand that perspective and can appreciate it, and I don't share it, but I too, like I said earlier, I sure hope that there are those open world experiences that really narrow down into a nice, like, traditional Halo level. Like, let me spend 5 or 6 hours in this open world area doing these things and getting some story along the way, but then have me have to do this more linear mission for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes to progress to the next thing, and that's where you can have your big cinematic moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does look like Far Cry. I mean, that's really
and plus,
what I
like,
get
Far
from it.
Cry already came out this year.
Yeah, it's
So are people gonna get it and be like, "This just feels like Far Cry," but I like Halo. I'm glad Halo's back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think one of the things I've said to other people is that 343 through the Halo Infinite tech previews, but also the Master Chief Collection has shown that they are willing to take the time to get it right over time. They will listen to feedback. They will add things over time. It's never quite as fast as we want. I say that just because gamers are particularly notorious for just
Being extremely impatient.
yeah, we want it now. We want it right. It should have been done the right time, right the first time, and it should have been done exactly how I think it should have been done the first time. And I'm very confident in Microsoft 343 in giving us a Halo that, even if it's not perfect at launch, down the line will refine itself into something that is special.
What is also extremely frustrating is that co-op is not launching with this, and
That
it's
is-
open world.
That's a big bummer.
I
Yeah.
think that's bad now. Like,
Yeah.
I was hoping, like, oh, no co-op, maybe because, it's a linear story, and it's not. These games are funner with people. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know. I'm pretty whelmed on this reveal, I guess. I don't feel great about it. I don't feel bad about it. I
think
to
it
me
helps.
it's what it sounded like it was
I
going to be.
think it helps with you guys that you guys like the multiplayer,
Yeah.
or that you enjoy
Yeah.
even Halo multiplayer. I've never liked it, never been good at it, so I just quit playing it.
Oh, dude, I'm going to play the crap out of the multiplayer.
So,
I may not, like, launch day, I may not even touch the campaign.
I'm probably gonna beat it just straight.
I will honestly. I'll probably, because we're not a special enough reviewing organization to get like the game ahead of time. I'll probably just look at other reviews, and if it's super buggy, I'll avoid it. But if it's just like it all works well, it's just kind of, well, I'll probably still jump into the campaign because I do like the overarching Halo story, that world, the universe that it exists in. Don't ask me how many Halo books I have.
How many Halo books do you have?
Dang it, Luke! You weren't supposed to ask that because I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's more than a handful.
I think I have
How
3.
thick are the books?
Thick with 2 C's. No, most of them are.
So 2 books.
3
Maybe
C's
4.
for me.
Just
Which
2,
one
I
did you
guess.
get?
I have 2 of like the really old ones from the Xbox
Oh,
publishing
nice.
group. And then I have Legacy of Onyx.
Oh, okay. Onyx is a good storyline.
Yeah, I don't think it's the first one though, which is why I haven't read
Onyx-
Ghosts of Onyx, I think, is the first one. Do you want me to pull it out so you can borrow it?
it. Not yet, but
All right.
eventually.
I'm pretty sure
Eventually.
Onyx was the Toa with the claws, the black one.
Is that a Pokemon reference? I don't know.
Bionicle people. Let's go.
Oh, Bionicle. All right.